Welcome to the 180 Degree Health Podcast. Metabolism, minerals, and more. Get ready to put your hair into a plastic bag and stick a thermometer in your butt. And now, without further ado, your hosts, Dr. Garrett Smith and Matt Stone.
To get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid. I mean outrageous. Stay away from me.
All right, welcome to the official 180 Degree Health Podcast with Dr. Garrett Smith and Matt Stone. What's going on, Garrett?
Not too much. Just excited to do the first episode of this.
All right, well, don't get too excited, man.
I'm trying not to.
Okay, calm yourself. What's been going on with you, man? What have you been seeing lately, and what are some of the things that are in the forefront of your mind?
Well, the big things I've been working on lately. I've been there's obviously the hair mineral analysis thing that I'm doing in practice. That's going like gangbusters. Kind of the way I'm doing it differently than other people before is we're using kind of a metabolic. Well, obviously we're using a metabolic rate or metabolism boosting, what I call macronutrition approach, the carbs, proteins, fats, water, salt, that kind of stuff. And then we're balancing out the minerals. And this is stuff that hasn't been put together in this way before. And then, so I'm backed out like 5 weeks on consults. It's going like insane. Cause we're really dealing with the root stuff. And then there's, I've been having a lot of people just kind of start what I call managing their fat intake. And we're not going back to like the no-fat 80s kind of thing, but it's just managing their fat intake while they're getting tons of carbs, and people are feeling tons better and losing weight without, they're stuffing themselves. They can't even finish the food I'm telling them to eat, and they're losing weight and they're feeling better, and it's been amazing. So those two sides of it is the big stuff that's been going on. I really can't. I couldn't stop talking about it. That'll make this real easy because it's just been amazing.
Well, the podcast has been expanded to 2 hours thanks to Dr. Garrett Smith.
I tell people like my job is talking, and I'm pretty good at my job. I really could go and go and go and go. Especially as I figured out how all this stuff is. I don't know. One of the things I'm good at is finding common threads. I'm good at seeing patterns and finding common threads and things, and that's where, actually even when the stuff I was taught in school, like, and when I came across your site, and I saw, the things that were suppressing metabolic rate, and I started looking at, low carb paleo and some of the diet stuff I was doing with people at the time before I knew better, and I started putting together the common thread and the metabolic rate stuff, and at first, like a lot of people when they read your stuff, they were kind of like, this guy, I'm not sure about this guy. He may come across a little off to me.
He's a cocky little shit, and he seems like he's just swindling people with these crazy ideas.
Right. I remember my first thought. I read one of your posts, and it kind of like, it's one of those things where it's like the truthful stuff hits the hardest and like makes you feel the most. Like it's like somebody stabs you with a knife. And one of your articles, I can't remember which one it was. Catecholamine honeymoon was by far my favorite, but one of the articles, it just like stabbed me, and I was like, "You're a dick." But it was like it like singed into my head, and I was like,
damn you for making me think about this.
I know. And then I came back to the site and I started reading it, and I was like, damn it, this is all making sense and it's all making patterns. And then I just kind of, once I started seeing that, and then I was doing the stuff in my practice, and I've always been a philosophical nut about medicine and like, treating the cause. I was kind of a jerk in school because I'd really challenge other people, like say, well, are we really treating the cause with this, or are we just doing, more stuff to treat lab numbers or to make people feel better, and then do they have to be on this herb forever, or do they really need to come get acupuncture once a week forever for their back pain or whatever? And so it just
cure depression with a tequila shot every hour.
Right. So I just decided I started really finding the true things, and like I think, nutrition is not the road to health.